It's Christmas time, a time of festive cheer, but the month of December brings a packed schedule across the EIHL, with the Cardiff Devils playing a total of 14 games. With a lot of midweek games, practices are more of time to refresh in what would be a roller coaster of a festive season.
It's actually stuck, there's nothing I can do.
Away from the rink, the team hosted their annual Christmas Cracker, an opportunity to get together with sponsors for a Christmas meal.
10th annual Christmas Cracker. It's not giving you a starter this year. So they're going to come, they're going to thank you, Table 6, for saluting the stars. Being soup fans at Table 6.
That's always a really nice night, having Christmas dinner with the sponsors. They're so important for our club. Obviously sponsorship money is huge for this league and especially for our team. So it's nice to be able to spend some quality time with them and celebrate a little bit.
What Christmas event wouldn't be complete without a Christmas quiz, which is the Todd Kelman solution of deciding which table gets to eat first.
Here's the smile.
But as well as deciding who gets to eat first, it's also a chance for Todd to show off his vocal range during the quiz answers.
Time for presents and exchanging kisses. And then we get that? You guys all saw it.
Don't need doing this. Get my veggies in me.
We're limited by how many tickets we can sell. To build a team that can win something, we rely very heavily on corporate partnerships, so I appreciate all the money you guys put in, the hard-earned money. To the people that ate last, I don't know if you spent more or less than table 2 and 1, but I can only apologize. So thank you all for coming out. It means a lot that we can all get together like this and celebrate something, and hopefully we have a lot more to cheer about throughout the rest of the season.
As has become tradition across hockey, the Cardiff Devils held their annual Air the Bear night when the Dundee Stars came to town. Fans brought toys to be thrown onto the ice following the team's opening goal of the game, with the team then delivering the toys to local charities. But even with Air the Bear night being a fun night for the fans, there's still two very important points on the line. Dundee looked to spoil the party by striking first less than 4 minutes in, but minutes later a steal by Josh Waller and a breakaway sent the Bears flying. With the volunteers rounding up the Bears, they'll shortly be heading off to several charities across South Wales, with local children's charity T Haven being a regular receiver of the gifts at Christmas time.
It does really feel good. I think, we really enjoy doing that kind of stuff. It's nice to be able to give back, and it doesn't take a lot either. It just takes a bit of our time, but, at the end of the day, it's, those things go a long way.
In the days after the game, the toys are dropped off, with a group of players paying a visit to T Haven. T Haven has long been a staple of the community, providing much needed care to children with all manner of conditions. A tough place for the players to visit, but an important place to receive gifts just ahead of Christmas.
It's a really special place, and especially in the community. So I really enjoy going there. It's kind of bittersweet. It's unfortunate to see some of the situations people are in, but I think it's nice to be able to give a smile to a child that's going through some things. So even if it's temporary, I think it still feels good, and I think it's really important for our team to do that kind of stuff.
The T Haven will have been in operation for 25 years next year, and it's just over 1,200 children.
December has long been the busiest month of the year for teams up and down the Elite League, and the injury bug struck at the wrong time. Both Joey Martin and Cody Donaghy missed considerable time this month with injury, but when injury does strike, the team have people to turn to.
I am an osteopath, so that means that I'm kind of a physio and a chiropractor in one. So I deal with lots of the injuries that the guys have, as well as trying to keep them healthy along the season, which is quite hard. But then the role sort of expands as well. We deal with a lot of stuff that the guys have that you might not necessarily think that physio and osteo deals with. We deal with sort of mental health stuff, so, if they need medication for anything. To sum it up, it's kind of like a role of a doctor, medical, and an osteopath all in one, really.
In her 6th season with the club, Jade Parsons is a huge part of the off-ice team, treating guys for all manner of injuries to try and minimise the amount of time they spend watching from the stands.
Yeah, Jade's crucial to the team. I think, it's one of those spots where it gets overlooked a little bit, but, guys are beat up, guys are, battered a little bit, where Jade's, constantly helping out, or, she's got to get guys back from injury, where she's doing rehab and stuff with them. And, she's obviously, I'm guessing she earned her Christmas bonus from some guys, but, she's busy. She's kind of the lifeblood of the team, where she's got to keep everybody healthy and make sure everybody's healthy. And if they are injured, she's got to get them back on the ice as quick as possible. So the pressure on her is pretty staggering, where, she's responsible for pretty much the healthiness of the players and the team.
She's crucial for that. That's the goal when you're injured. You want to get back as soon as possible. So every day is important. So, communication with her and being on the same page and having a program and a plan is extremely important. So, she's imperative for that. And, it's not easy sitting out watching your team play. So it's hard. And so you need her, and she has a very important role in this team.
If guys go down, she's the one that's looked at to get them back as quick as possible and make sure everybody's at least healthy enough to play or fit enough to play. So, Jade's huge for the team, and, I've had to work with her for 9 months with my knee, so I have a lot of respect for Jade and what she does and the time and the effort she puts in for the team.
This time of year, we do carry a little bit more injuries, and that's, it's historical through the years that I've been here. It tends to be over Christmas. We do end up having a few more guys that have, these little niggles that then turn into something bigger. Joey's first game back today, he's had a bit of a tear in his adductor. We're doing quite well with him. It took 4 weeks to get him back on the ice, and he did have a tear in there, so it was quite a good thing to get him back in 4 weeks. It depends on the guy, it depends on the injury, it depends on things like that, but we have a whole team here. It's not just me. We've got Urge, who's also an osteopath. We've got Abby, she's a sports masseuse. And we've got our doctors. We've got 3 doctors, Pedir, John, and Dr. Paul, who's the main doctor here. We all help each other, and it's all a team effort, really, getting them on the ice and keeping.
Martin and Donaghy haven't taken to the ice much this month. It's not just the guys who can't play Jade has to take care of, but with an obvious respect from the team towards her, it makes work a lot easier for the whole medical team.
My job definitely isn't difficult here. It's difficult in terms of timings, and we're very busy, and we're on the road a lot, as you can imagine. But I wouldn't say my job here is difficult. The guys make my job easy. They're all really nice guys. They're all really laid back and easy to talk to. And, they're just like having a bunch of friends. But when they are injured, that's when it gets a little bit difficult. You want to get them back as quick as possible, but I think about the player, not the game. That's the difficulty, because obviously a lot of the time it's about the game and winning, but I'm more thinking about the player and getting them back and safe and all that type of thing. And a lot of the time we do butt heads with things like that, especially with the player if they want to get back and we're like, you're not ready, you need a little bit more time. Sometimes that makes it a bit more difficult. But I think in terms of enjoyment of the team, I wouldn't still be here 6 seasons on if I didn't enjoy it, and I really do.
The month of December was a rocky one, to say the least. Consistency had been hard to come by, and the highs had been high while the lows had been very low. The month started with a loss against the Nottingham Panthers and then a shootout loss against the Coventry Blaze, but they did pick up some wins against Dundee and 2 wins against Glasgow. But things took a rough turn when another game against Glasgow ended in a loss that saw the team unceremoniously dumped out of the Challenge Cup. Following this, the club went through a win one, lose one stage, narrowly beating Dundee on air the Bear Night when they had a 5-1 win late in the game, only to win 5-4, and then losing away to Fife, coming home to get revenge against Glasgow before a heavy 4-0 loss to the Sheffield Steelers in their final game before Christmas. It was at this time the team made a move. Just days before Christmas, a new player arrives. 23-year-old Bodie Wild joined the defensive ranks, a second-round draft pick in 2018, Wild started the season in Slovakia before his move to Cardiff.
It was a coaching change over there that, just didn't quite suit me. And, I was just looking to move my career forward and felt like, Cardiff was the best place to do it after a couple of long talks with my agent. So, I'm pretty fortunate to have the opportunity to come here, and things have been great so far.
With a busy period of hockey, there's not been much time for Wild to get to know his new surroundings, but early impressions have been good.
It's been great. It's nice that everything's in English now, so that's a welcome change. But, met a lot of the fans the other day during the signing, and they've been super welcoming, and, it's haven't had anything to complain about so far. Great guys in the locker room and everything, so it's nice.
When he made his debut for the team on December 22nd, it didn't take long for him to make his mark against the Glasgow Clan.
Stop, start! Goal! Bodie Mania is running wild early on in his Devils career.
Honestly, I wasn't as nervous as maybe some people thought I was. It just kind of, everything was flowing that game. I knew that I could kind of just come in and play. There wasn't maybe a huge expectation just based off of, like you said, being thrown in the deep end and just not really knowing a whole lot about the team or how they play. So I was just trying to play my game and make something happen.
The goal wasn't the only highlight of the first period. The last of 4 meetings in the month of December between the two sides, tempers boiled over with 3 different fights in the opening 6 minutes.
Now the gloves are off, and Stevenson and Pietrangelo are going to go center ice. We talked about it. It's always going to happen. And it comes back into him, but Barrow is going back and forth, and now we got the gloves drop. Barrow is going with, and now there's another great save, and now we got Trevor Cox in front of net. The officials want to take 2 is still going on in the background. Riley Brandt has gone, and Cody Soul are going on. It's Lynch. Excuse me, Brandt throwing bones on Lynch. And this is a holdover from the incident with Donny the other week. What a set of stories we have around the ice. The lines would have jumped in here. Brandt was still happy to go.
Obviously, this guy came in one day, one pregame skate. It was a big impact, Bodie.
Great game, boys. Should have put up 10 on those plugs, but let's do it again tomorrow.
Chad, Bob, who wants the dog of the game? Between you two, huh?
Chad, that's a heavyweight.
Chad, you want the dog of the game? Dog of the game!
With the rollercoaster of a month, the highs were highest in the days after Christmas. The team's annual meeting with the Coventry Blaze at this time of year saw the Devils obliterate their opponent, with the team seeming relaxed prior to puck drop, discussing a former Devil and current podcaster at Spit and Chicklets, Paul Bissonnette.
How many points you had? Like 22 points in 12 games.
Who did? Oh, Biz?
I don't.
What do you mean, man? He's a NHL.
He's almost 2 points back.
I played against the Biz. We started chirping, he was fumbling the puck, he's like, I know.
Once Pete Russell enters the room, though, he used this time to remind each guy why they're here and try to break them out of their inconsistent form.
Here's where we are, boys. Standing on. Then when you're skating and make the separation, people are helping you, you get the puck and get it back and shoot, you make a difference to this team. You're a horse, man. A horse. You've got to keep it, but it's dirty though. You've got to be fucking more willing to get to that red zone. Granny, you're responsible most of the time. Personally, proves that sometimes you play too much. It makes a difference to this team. You're going, Granny, you're another good guy. Waller, you're a good kid, you're fucking explosive, you've got the fastest legs in the league next to those little guys in Nottingham, and you got to use it and be direct and use your shot and add a little bit more grit to your game. Cole, you're fucking another good guy, you're talented as f***, you made the game timeless sometimes, then other times you take too much time. You got to get a little bit harder to your game like you do when you're going. Mo's, good guy, you don't shut up, you keep everybody going, stay positive, Mo's, all the time, and keep doing your thing out there. Wheeling everywhere for everybody. River, you're a good guy, stop feeling sorry for yourself and play a 200 feet game and make your passes quick all the time and clean out the front of the net. Crow, you're another good human, you came out of your box, but the big thing with you is sometimes when you take too long, you f*** yourself. Play fast and use your hockey brain, do you understand? Mr. Wall, you're a good goalie, but you need to just believe in yourself a little bit more in that net. A bit more aggression, you play bouncy, keep being finding your confidence, bouncy. You understand, Richie? You know you need to play faster. You're another good guy, there's no bad guys in this room, Richie, but you've got to play a bit faster, lead by example, and do the right things. Batchy, you played really well this year, Batchy. You know how much I think of you as a guy. You've got to do things quick and confident and cleaning the zone out everywhere. Quick plays. Bodie, we haven't known you long. Seem to be a nice guy. You're smooth as and when you move that puck or skate that puck, it helps our offense massively. You've got to keep bringing that to this team. That's why we brought you here. Bushy, great guy. But you're a 200 feet player that's supposed to be a pain in the arse to play against. Every night that's your first example to be a pain in the arse. And people don't want to play against you on the dot and everywhere over the ice. You understand? Benny, keep being a little rat. You know I've known you since you were a kid. You got to be that little bit rat in you and buzz everywhere and bring it to the team. Coxie, you're a great leader, Coxie. You're a good guy. Concentrate on your game and bring a little bit more aggression into it as well as your speed and shoot the puck. You have a good shot. Sani, another good guy, a thinker. Trust your shot and use it quicker, Sani. Use your boots and be a little bit more aggressive because when you're banging around, you get into the game more. Bubs, most improved player on the team, Bubs. You're a good guy and you work hard, but one thing you can't forget is what you are in the ice. Never forget that, do that first, and that's making space and getting there. Barrow, you're a really intelligent hockey player, another good guy. The only thing you're missing is you're not getting into that red zone as much anymore. Stop being so fancy and be direct and simple. Chad, growing on me all the time, Chad. You're a good guy, but you got to keep playing your game like you did last Saturday night and not trying to be something you're not. Create energy and bring it to the team. Boys, we're a good team when we play together, but we all need to bring a little bit more. We've got to be a little bit harder with and without the puck, and we can't lose faith and get down. In a position we're in, because we're a good hockey club, but there's still a lot of steps to go, and we've got to get better. And the only people that are going to change it are you, because you can. And it's just one word: consistency. Do you understand? Consistency in approach, consistency in processing, and be willing to do what it takes to win hockey games, boys. That's all it's down to. And the rewards will come from inside that. You understand, boys? Yeah. So, let's kick on. Christmas is over. Let's have a great night, and let's go and take it to them. You understand, boys?
Yes,
let's be on.
We are underway here in the Vindico Arena.
It doesn't take long for the Devils to strike.
A little stumbling forward, tip and a goal! The Devils put it on net again. Tyler Bush.
Tyler Bush's redirection on a Bodie Wild shot would be the difference between the two sides heading into the second period, where the Devils really sprung to life.
Mosey, another deflection, something, goal! Goal! Crawford, goal! Ben Davis, goal!
Offensively, it's the best performance you've had in weeks. It's the most unselfish performance so far. Because no one's being lazy and everybody's working hard. And that's what it takes. This game pays you back when you put into it. I don't care what anybody says, that's the bottom line of it. As an individual and as a team, what you put into a hockey game pays you back in the end.
Message received: the Devils don't let up, adding an extra 3 goals in the third period to secure a huge 8-0 win on Boxing Day. In the return fixture the following night in Coventry, the team bring home another 2 points with a convincing 7-3 win, with Cole Sanford scoring a hat-trick to take him to 5 goals throughout the 2 games.
You know, the team played well. I think that's the biggest thing. I think when the team's playing well, and, you know, our D are moving the puck, and, you know, the forwards are using their speed and supporting each other, and we're creating stuff offensively. I think, you know, it helps the individual play.
The wins should have been the catalyst for a strong run into the new year, But when the team came up against the Guildford Flames, it wasn't the case. They threw away a 3-0 lead away from home to lose 4-3 before the Flames embarrassed the side in the third period at the Vindigo Arena on New Year's Eve, beating the Devils by a score of 6-2.
2024 are going to offer the Cardiff Devils many new, exciting challenges. But it is fair to say this is not how they wanted their 2023 to end. At the final buzzer, Cardiff Devils 2, Guildford Flames 6.
A sour note to end the year on, the first game of 2024 presented a huge opportunity, but an even bigger challenge when the league-leading Sheffield Steelers, who were on a 9-game winning streak, came to town.
Away from us, or we start feeling a bit fatigued. Quicker chefs, smart plays, stay with the game. They're coming, boys. They're steamrolling everybody. They think they're coming here to steamroll you tonight. That's what they think right now. They're thinking they can just steamroll everybody. Let's be disciplined, let's be hard, and let's play our game. Hey, there's a good group in here, right? But we've got to fight a little bit more for each other, stick up for each other. You understand? Be there for each other. The biggest thing is, don't lose belief, boys. Hockey season's all about a roller coaster sometimes. We're riding it right now, and we're just about to go back up the other way. You understand?
All right, boys, here we go. Let's have a start here. We got 9-6, down, 8-8, down, 6-3, down, 2-3, down, 1-5, down, 3-3 in the box. Go!
It was a perfect start for the Devils.
It's in behind the goal line. Devils into recycling, get a shot on there, and it's in! Marcus Crawford from the point. And the Devils, just 36 seconds into this game, open the scoring.
Marcus Crawford's shot from the point looked to set up a bounce-back performance, but later in the period, the Steelers struck back with a well-executed power play before another late chance on the man advantage.
Mitchell Baumas, Marco Valorant, and it's 2 for Valorant, 2 for the Steelers.
Despite a solid opening 20 minutes, the second period would once again see the Devils capitulate, much to the anger of coaches and players alike.
At what point are we going to quit f***ing complaining? Each other on the bench. You know what happens every time you do that? It's been 5 games now. It takes you off your f***ing game, it drains everybody, and we play f***ing soft for 5 minutes, give up 4 goals. Like seriously, quit f***ing doing it. It's the same guys. If you're so f***ing perfect, do something about it then. Every f***ing game. You have 30 games left. If we keep doing that, 4 minutes. Mail it in, give up 4 goals. Game's done. It's f***ing exhausting.
We've got too many soft people in this room. We don't block shots, we don't win any battles, we don't fight the balls in battle, we stand still. We're at home again and we're 5-1 down. What the Really? They'll question every single one of us. Every one of us. We get out battled the small areas and people look for excuses. It's excuses. That's why they're the best team in the league. You know why? They do the small things. You know the second best team in the league? Guildford. Because they do the small things. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. And it's me who's got to stand up there and protect you all the time. Stand up for your f***ing selves. Stand up for the hockey club.
Hockey is a roller coaster. When things are high, they're euphoric. When they're low, it's like doomsday. The Devils sit second in the league, but with the unrelenting schedule that includes the Continental Cup final in January, the Devils have some soul-searching to do to try and right the ship heading into the second half of the season.